Manchester City hammered 4 goals past Real Madrid on Wednesday night to book a ticket to the UEFA Champions League final at Istanbul. The very fact that the scoreline reflects such a heavy defeat on a night when Thibaut Courtois was at his best tells the entire story. The Sky Blues not only dominated the game but made the men in white look like amateurs with their dynamic and attacking football. The result is only fair and deserved for Guardiola's side. Carlo Ancelotti spoke to the media after his team's tough defeat and covered topics ranging from the opposition to his review of the season. Here are the snippets from his interaction. The manager began his press conference with words of appreciation for Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, and the first half in which they completely outplayed the defending champions. We played against opposition who deserved to win tonight because they played with more intensity and real quality in the first half. They really paved the way to the final there. They were better than us today like we were last season. That can happen in a Champions League semi-final. Nothing appeared to work for Los Blancos at Etihad on Wednesday. They struggled to string together passes and move forward and were under constant pressure from the English leaders. Speaking about what went wrong, he said, "We didn't manage to implement what we'd planned. It doesn't have to be a drama. We have lost a game against superior opposition on the night. We can't think the attitude wasn't right for a Champions League semi-final. It's just a step which means we have to try and be better next year." The UEFA Champions League has always been a special competition for Real Madrid. The men in white are designed for the big nights, and yesterday's loss will go down as one of the rare occasions that they did not have enough to compete. Ancelotti appreciated his squad for their effort and expressed his enthusiasm for the next edition. "This squad did very well last year and this year. They beat City last year in the semi-final and we won the Champions League, but today we didn't have it in us to play in another final. I'm convinced that this squad will do better next season, and we're already focused on the next edition of the Champions League, where we want to be top billing again." Ancelotti was then asked to review Real Madrid's season across all competitions given that they now no longer compete for any title. The Italian was optimistic about the Merengues' results and hoped for a strong finish in the games to come. "It's been a good season. There are 4 games to go and we have to give it our best shot. Hopefully, we can finish well. Reaching a Champions League semi-final is a success because only 4 teams can reach it. Losing a semi-final can happen." If Real Madrid specialize in intoxicating European nights, the second leg of their Champions League semi-final against Manchester City could barely have been more sobering. For the City fans reveling in victory, and the Madridistas brave enough to venture through the debris, if anything the 4-0 scoreline flattered Los Blancos. Although not according to the expected goal statistics, with the home side outperforming their tally, which was 3.18, while Real Madrid managed just 0.49. That was one of the few numbers that did make things look a little better for Real Madrid, who took just 7 shots to City's 16. As sport highlight, Real Madrid struggled to get into the game, losing the possession battle 72% to 28%, a figure that in itself was only improved by a 60-40 share in the final 15 minutes. Pep Guardiola's side won 54 duels to 39 for Real Madrid, combining for 618 passes, a full 200 more than their opposition. 16 of City's 24 dribbles were successful, compared to just 4 out of 7 for Carlo Ancelotti's side. Perhaps their biggest problem on the night was Vinicius Jr., nor the entire Real Madrid team attempted a single dribble in the first half. These numbers are of course just an expression of the dominance witnessed on the pitch, but it does go to show just how well City dealt with Real Madrid. While Los Blancos have been driven back at times before, they rarely see so little of the goal.